Okay, hope I can answer some of your questions here, maybe. This is a M101a1 Army trailer I bought used, and I stripped it down, repainted it, and done a few things to it. And first off, I put a, I guess you'd call it a commercial camper top. Has shelving on both sides, doors on both sides, and added solar panels and hot water heater. A few other things I'll go over with you. One of my suggestions is, if you buy one of these trailers and you don't need it to dump, is to take the brakes out of the wheels, the hubs and all that stuff. It's quite heavy. I lost about 150 pounds by taking the brakes out of this thing, which we all know if we're using pull it with a Jeep, that weight savings helps. Added a couple of little metal jerry cans. I got them off of Amazon. They're 2.5 gallons. Got one on this side, one on the other side. They fit quite nicely on this ledge. I just put a piece of rubber behind both of them to keep them from vibrating a hole in them. And I don't know if you can see it, but down in here is a little old piece of a link of a chain I welded on top and bottom. Just secured them with a short bungee strap. They're on there pretty tight. Come around to the front. It had a pendle hitch on it. I took the pendle hitch off and put a regular ball hitch on it. Worked out just right that I happen to have this kind, and the V itself fit right perfect on the trailer. Put it on the bottom to help it set level with the Jeep. My Jeep's kind of tall, so that helped. It had a big jack here in the middle. I took that out and got one online that's a lot smaller but does just as good. I think it's rated for 3,500 pounds, and it'll go up quite a ways. So I can step up here and I'll show you the solar panels. I just installed this camper had a rack on it. I just took 2 pieces of angle iron, bolted the solar panels to the angle iron, and U-bolted them to the rack. They're 75 watts a piece. There's 2 of them, and they plenty charge the batteries easily. There's 4 of them in there, and they keep them just right topped off all the time. These are the solar hot water heater slash storage. There's 10 gallons, right at 10.5 gallons in 2 4-inch pieces of 8-foot long pipe. You have to vent them so that you can get the water in and out of it. You know, it doesn't pull a vacuum. I like to put a little air in them, put a chuck on the end of it. If you add about 5 to 10 pounds of pressure at the most, then you get quite a bit of water pressure coming out the other end. You got to be careful and don't add too much, because you'll blow your ends off your pipe. But about 5 to 10 pounds seems to work great. I'll show you. I put a little old nozzle on here to show you. I think there's about 5 pounds in there now, and you can see, well, if I open it up, that it gives quite a bit of pressure coming out of it. Should be more in there. I guess I didn't put quite as much as I thought. I didn't want to blow the tops off the cap, so I just squirted a little bit in there. If one of them's empty, then you can put quite a bit of it in there and use it for a while. You can see there's quite a bit of storage space on this side of the camper, and as well as the other. Here is the you can see that real well. I'll get in there for you. That is the controller for the solar panels and the fuse box. It comes with the solar panels. It comes on ever so often, and like every 2 minutes or so, and checks the level of the batteries, and if it's low, it turns the charger on, which is in here, just built in here. And I bought the little old fuse box at Amazon. It's got 6 plugs, 6 fuses, and it's got little LED lights, so if you blow one, you'll know which one's blowed. It lights up when it's blowed. Now, I did something that I run all my grounds back to a common ground, back to here. So if I have trouble with something, a ground problem, I have a short somewhere, I can come right here and find it. I have done a couple times trailer jobs, and I find that if I have common ground, I don't have near as much trouble keeping a ground or finding what's wrong when I do have a problem. Got a little old 125 pound PSI compressor, 2.5 gallon tank. It's not a real high dollar compressor. It does just fine though for airing up air mattresses, and it will air up my 35-inch tires. Takes a few minutes, but hey, out camping, I ain't got nothing but time anyway. But anyway, it works real good. Come around here to the back and show you the inside. I put LED lights in here as well. I don't know if you can see them real well in the daytime, but they just light up the top, and they're also, I have them down here on the bottom. It's kind of deceiving. There is actually quite a bit of room up there on top. All I'm doing is up there sleeping. There's plenty of room for that. Now I don't think you could, I know you can't set up there or anything like that, but all I do is get in there and sleep. So it's there's plenty of room for that, as well as underneath. There's actually more room underneath than there is on top. If I get this air mattress up there, and I'll show you. Down here, I just put the air mattress up there, load my stuff in here, and when I get it out, I put the air mattress down here. I just run angle iron underneath the camper, 3 pieces of angle iron. Now I didn't bolt the angle iron to the camper for one reason. In case I want to take it out, I can, and I don't have to try to unscrew nothing. I just use some little old spray foam in there, and that keeps it's easy to take out. I've taken them out to a couple of times, but I just break the foam loose and slide them out. You can see there's 2 batteries on this side and 2 batteries over here. I split them up that way to kind of keep the weight in the trailer even. Now I did get there are 3 deep cycles. They're all 4 deep cycles, but I have 3 that are just mainly for storage, set up to specifically for solar. And I got 1 deep cycle marine battery that will fit in the Jeep, in case in case the battery goes bad in the Jeep, or you need to jump, take it out and jump start it or whatever. But the marine battery will fit in the Jeep. Have a little old generator I keep in here. It's quite handy to run several fans and whatever else we want to off of it. It fits in there quite nicely. I have a 12-volt fan that I got off of Amazon as well. Now get the metal ones, don't get the plastic one, because they won't last. But this one, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got 2 speeds, high and low. But on high, it moves quite a bit of air there, more than I expected. And it's nice to have a breeze in there. Now we have been known to, I've got a couple of small squirrel cage fans that if we run off the generator that I put in here before, in case it is really hot. We live in Texas, so you know how that goes. I'll show you here. I left the tailgate on. It just pins up on there. I left the tailgate on the back in case I wanted to sit on it or use it as a step or whatever instead of taking it off. I used a stick-on LED bar for the lights on this trailer. It has all the lights you need. It was about $25–30, and I don't have to worry about it getting ripped off. It's up out of the way. I go through the pasture or down a trail or something, it's all right there, and I don't have to worry about it tearing off. I run the wiring down through the frame of the trailer itself, so there's no exposed wiring. Now I don't know if you can see real good, but under the back I have 2 scissor jacks, 1 on each side. These extend down 36 inches. They have a flat base on them. They will pick this whole trailer between it and the front up off the ground. I use that for leveling it and to stabilize it. It's kind of shaky when you get in there and you get to moving around. You got 2 people in there moving around, so I put 2 of the jacks on there. Really help to stabilize the thing. Give you a walk around one more time. I painted this with just regular flat black paint the first time, and everywhere you touched it, it looked like a scuff mark. So I went back and repainted it again with implement paint, and I don't have that problem now. The bottom is just an olive green, same thing, implement paint I painted it with. Now the trailer, the camper was a little tall in the back because where it goes sets down in the tailgate of a truck, it was made to fit a 98 Chevrolet, 98 to 2000 Chevrolet, I believe. So anyway, to make up the difference, I had to add a 2x4 and a 1x4 in here, and I just bolted all the way through both of these, all the way through the camper and into the trailer with lag bolts. And it's really secure. You're not going to shake it off there. But I did put a rubber seal on top of the board, silicone in between, and a rubber seal on the bottom. It's been raining for a while now, and it doesn't leak at all. But if I can answer any more of your questions, just message me and I'll see what I can do for you.